Good day, fret friends. New project day, and bet you can't guess what this is off. You got no chance. So I'm going to show you. Here it is. Straight to that. Beautiful, isn't it? Neck through. Walnut maple, I imagine. 7-piece or thereabouts. 5-piece maybe. 5. Do you know what it is? Well, I'll show you. Surprised me. Schecter Dan Donegan Signature Ultra, whatever model it is. It's got Schecter lock-in tuners on there. Look like a Goto type. Looks like the Goto SG301s. Can't be sure on that. But we have a problem. The reason that knob is not on there is if you look there, really thin pot stem. Last Seymour Duncan's on there, by the way. Dan Donegan, no idea who he is. And what's happened is that bit is stuck inside the knob. Can't get it out. It's already been chewed up a little bit, so I'm going to have to replace that pot because I can't get that bit out. And I am going to get that out, but I'm going to knacker it doing it. So I'm going to put in a new pot. Now I don't know what the pot does. I imagine it's a push-pull pot. I've got no idea what it does. I imagine pulling it out will split this rail here, Seymour Duncan, whatever pickup that is. There's going to be a split for that in it. So I do have some push-pull pots in stock. I always tend to carry these things, and all sorts on them. These are alphas, I believe. Yeah, alpha B500, alpha A500. So whatever it is corresponding to that, I shall replace. And I don't think I've got anything else. If they are the right ones, should be the right ones. So that's what I'm going to do. I know nothing else about this guitar. I've had a look online. I didn't know what model it was, what signature it was, so I couldn't really look up anything. I've actually found out this weekend, but I can't get up to my computer because my wife's up there studying for her exams. So I'm just going to... This is also coming for a setup, so it will be getting a setup. I don't know what level of setup it needs. Can already tell by looking at it that the frets need polishing. I would also suggest, I would think that that fingerboard may well be an ebony board, really quite dark. If any frets need levelling, we'll get them done. There's a new set of strings coming with this, 1156ers, 1154s, some Ernie Ball type, yellow packet, you're going to sort it out. So this will be having a full setup, with the pot need replacing as well. It would be having an actual intensive setup, but I might just do him a favour on this because he's a good guy. It brings me a lot of work, so we'll see how we go. So really, nothing else I can show you. I'm going to get the back off, go and have a look at, check the pot in there, see how it's wired up, see if I can figure out what it actually does. I imagine it is a push-pull, just with a split coil on the bridge pickup. Otherwise, why would it be there? What else would you want to do? Are both coils being split on both pickups? Possibly to make it single coil. Your 3-way selector with the option of single coil. I imagine the push pull on the volume. Well, it's not push pull, just a normal. So it's just on the tone. So I imagine both coils are going to be split on that one pot. So the best thing I can do is go and take the back plate off, go and have a look inside, and we'll see what needs to be done. There are 4 high frets as it stands, though I have not straightened the neck yet. But the fact is, even though it's in the playing position with a little bit of relief in there, for 4 high frets with a little bit of relief in there, there's also going to be 4 high frets when the neck is straightened. Anyway, there may even be more. So this is going to have the intensive setup. With the intensive setup, it gets up to 5 frets levelled and recrowned anyway. All the frets will be polished as a matter of course. Frets always get polished now on all my setups. You have a fret polish and a neck. The fingerboard gets treated with mineral oil. What you pay for extra on an intensive setup with a different... I do a player setup where you get guitar gets made supremely playable. That's everything done: bridge, nuts, frets polished, fingerboard oiled, restrung, all that gubbins, nut recut if it needs it. The only difference between that and an intensive, what I call an intensive setup, is in an intensive setup I will do up to 5 frets levelled and recrowned, and the lot still get polished, blah blah blah, and also your electrics get maintained, checked and repaired. your electrics get checked anyway, even on a normal setup, but if you don't need repairing, you don't pay for the intensive. If you don't need any frets doing, you don't pay for the intensive, but if you need one or the other, you pay for the intensive. Also, if you need electrics doing and up to 5 frets doing, you don't pay no extra, it's all included in the intensive. So because I'm doing the electrics anyway, replacing a pot, and it needs some frets leveling, this will have the intensive setup. So without further ado, like I said, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to get the back plate off there, go and have a look at the pot, see how it's all configured. I'll come back and give you an update soon. So yeah, that pot is splitting both coils. I could tell just by looking at it. I don't know how much I can show you there because I'm not pulling anything out. Pretty straightforward wiring, a couple of earths on there, capacitor on there. I will replace the capacitor with an equivalent capacitor out of my parts box rather than take that off and reuse it. I will take some photographs looking at the wiring on this to see how it's configured, and I will do exactly the same. I can see from the markings on the side of the pot that this is a B500, so I will take a B500 out of my parts drawer. I actually went and bought quite a few of these pots recently. B500, I have 4. Ones I have are alphas. I don't have any Borns or anything in stock. Push pull, there you go, with the proper 6mm gubbins here. Should have alpha marks on them, yes they do, right there, if you want to zoom in next to my finger. So I'll be sticking one of these in, straight swap. I'll make sure that this fits that knob. Well, it will fit the knob once I've each that gubbins out. I might have to drill that out, don't know yet, I've not decided. I'll see now if I can just get a nip of a plier on there. Don't think I will be able to, but you know, you never know, never say never. That's just falling to bits. Has that been glued in? If this has been glued in, we're in trouble. Yeah, it's been glued in. We're just going to make a complete mess of that. I will do my best to get it out. If luck is on our side, we will get that out and we will get it sorted. If not, I will drill it out and we'll make it work somehow. There's your problem, and I was trying to drill it out and I've gone with different size drill bits. The pot in there has snapped. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that out. I don't see how I can get that out. I could possibly drill around it. I think that's going to be more trouble than it's worth to try and get that out. I'm going to try and get it. I'm going to stick this in the vise now. I'm going to see if I can get something in there just to get it pulled out, but I don't think I'm going to be able to save that. If I can get some of the plastic out, then it's savable, but otherwise we're going to have to change the knobs. We can still leave one of these with the rubber on there, and what we'll do is we'll just replace this with a normal speed knob, and that will be that. So, sorted the electrics. Old pot, slapped pot out, new pot in. The knob, well, we've got the stem of the pot stuck in the other knob, so I put on a normal speed knob, took the elastic off this one and put it on there. I'm just going to show all the electrics are working. You're not going to see everything, but you're going to hear stuff. Just a bridge pickup. Pull for split. Neck pickup. Split. Pull. Tone, volume, both pickups full, both pickups split, tone, bridge, and there you go. All the electrics working. The new pot is in there. I'm not going to turn the guitar right way, can't be bothered. Need to crack on, get some work done, so I'm going to basically get the setup done, straighten the neck, check the frets. I'm going to straighten the neck first so I can check the I'm going to check the intonation before I take the old strings off, because the same gauge are going on. Once I've set the intonation, I'll take the old strings off, we'll stick them in the bin. I'll set the pickup height and everything. That one's a little bit too high there. It's probably why that split doesn't sound too good. I'll sort the pickup height out, get on with the setup, and I will come back and show you how we got on shortly. So all the electrics now done. The guitar is on the setup bench. I've straightened the neck. I've got it with a notched straight edge. It's 25.5-inch scale length. I've altered the truss rod. Good two-way truss rod on these. You need to give it a tiniest turn and it adjusts straight away. You can actually physically see it moving, which is brilliant. So I'm now going to just point the camera down to the guitar itself. I'll turn it around slightly just so you can see where we are. There you go. Doesn't have to be central, just has to be there. There you go. And now I'm just going to run the fret rocker across all of the frets. Take my word for it, straight. Absolutely straight, perfect. You will not get a piece of paper under that. Oh, hang on a minute, it is just a gnats. Let me go again. Yeah, that's beautiful. Nice and straight. I've already marked for 4 frets off that need work. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm going to go across the fret rocker. You're listening for a rock. We do 3 frets at a time, so I have 4 different lengths on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once we get closer together, we turn over. So whenever these are all level with each other, we're just getting up to the ones now where they are. Right, next one I know is not level. Here a rock. Already marked off all the way across there. Next one's fine. Next one has got a rock in the middle. Can you hear that? Next one's fine. Next one's got a rock this side. Fine this edge. Next one's fine. 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 Next one's rocking. Okay there. Rocking in the middle. Rocking a little bit there. Not rocking. All the rest are fine. So 4 frets. A little bit of extra height in there. So I need to, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to remove the extra height on these 4 frets. Where we flatten them, we're going to re-crown them again. Then we're going to lemon oil the whole board, fingerboard, get some mineral oil on there, clean it all, let it soak in, bring all the grime out, wipe it all off, and we'll clean it all up and we'll then polish. Once I've re-crowned these frets, we've got them all level with each other, we're going to polish the whole lot of frets, all of them. Job done. Really quite simple. Not going to film it, no need for me to film it, you've seen it all before. So I'm going to crack on with that. Once that's done, we'll get some strings on and we'll get a bit of test run. And there we are with the guitar all done. It's got a set of Ernie Ball, sorry in a minute, beefy slinkies on there, 1154s. There you go. Sounds huge. Sustained for a long time on this. No compression, no overdrive, just straight into the amp, tuned into drop C, so D with a drop C note on there. Look at that, still going. To stop it because it doesn't want to stop. So there you go, what a beautiful guitar. Just turn the amp off. Schecter Diamond Series Dan Donegan. Is it Dan Donegan? Don't remember, can't remember. Never heard of the bloke, don't know who he is. Probably someone really famous. I ain't heard of him, I ain't heard of him. Neck through, beautiful guitar. Any criticisms with this? I don't think the neck pickup sounds right, but I've wired it the way it came in. There's no reason for me to think that wiring is suspect in any way. Maybe it's just got a weird configuration, or maybe it's a really dirty pickup, because even on the clean it sounds like it's distorted just a little bit. But that's the way it is. The guitar weighs a ton. One thing I've realised I've not done yet is I have not put on the truss rod cover. I shall proceed to put on the truss rod cover once I've checked that the amount of relief in there is okay. Don't want too much, don't want too little. Could do with a tiny bit more, which means I'll alter slightly the action. So I've not quite finished. See where we are. Giving that an 1/8 of a turn. Don't need a lot. That's a lot more relief in there. So we'll just go back 1/16 of a turn. Let's have a look. Happy with that. Absolutely fine. So I'm going to put the truss rod cover on right now. It's only one screw. Blah 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 blah. And if you bear with me a second, we will have this guitar done. And now, one screw. Don't have a magnetic screwdriver, so there you go. I will probably just need to alter the action at the 12th fret now. Now I've just put a little bit more relief in there. But there you go. For all intents and purposes, that is the guitar finish. What a beauty. It weighs, it's very heavy. It's got to be 5 kilograms this. All done, beautiful. It came in, it needed a setup, it's had a few frets levelled. All the frets have been polished, the fingerboard has been treated with lemon oil or natural oil, mineral oil. It's all been cleaned, checked all the tuners, tightened everything up, tightened the strap pins, put a new pot, new tone pot, push pull, a new knob on there, new capacitor, new set of strings, done the intonation, done the setup, just need to check the action at 12th fret, no point doing that on camera, so that's it, all done. So another project finished. So as always, check out my website at facebook.com/NGONESEVEN, that's facebook.com/NG17. Also got a web page at fretfriend.co.uk. So that's it, another project finished. This one is ready to go, so as always, be good to each other and I will see you soon.